Hey y'all, it's Friday, starting a little bit early because I want to check out Rumbleverse. I just hit the button to log in, and it is telling me I am 10,000 place. I might actually not be able to log in. I did not anticipate that. Might have to change my plan here, actually. Hmm. Anyway, how y'all doing? As I said yesterday, as with yesterday's stream, I got a new mic. Two new mics, actually. Yesterday, the desk mic wasn't sounding correct. It was sounding kind of weird. I looked into that. Turns out I had a bunch of weird filters on it from when I was trying to make the snowball mic work. This is a Blue Yeti, not a Blue Snowball, so it's a little better and doesn't need any filters to sound good. So all those filters were just mussing it up a bunch. So I removed all those and it should sound nice. And you can see I no longer need this mic, though I do have it just in case I need to use it for something. Okay, you know what? It just dropped in half. My position just dropped in half. 10,000 to 5,000. Let's see if we can get in within a reasonable time span. Oh, look at that. We're 191. Okay. It's not so bad, folks. I'm going to close that door in the background. I'm far away from the mic. You probably can't hear me. There we go. Anyway, yesterday was a nice little stream. I played more Pokemon Soul Silver randomizer. That went okay. I do think probably won't be continuing it just because it is such a long game to replay or to play through, even if randomized. And I don't feel like committing like another 4 or 5 streams to Soul Silver randomizer, unfortunately. But it's fun to check out. It's fun to know like what's the deal. And it's basically just like, here's my opinion on like Pokemon randomizer, having played it a fair bit. Nice bit. Thank you for the bit, French Bleach. Hey. I saw you, by the way. Hello. Hey, how you doing? Here's my opinion on Pokemon randomizer. It's a way you can play a fresh version of Pokemon. If you are looking to replay a Pokemon game and you want the Pokemon to be all different, and so that you're forced to make like different parties or whatever, and use Pokemon you wouldn't use in a traditional playthrough, that's fun. That's a good thing. However, if you're not sick of Pokemon already, and you like to play through each game exactly once, it's less valuable. Also, I'll say, Soul Silver, I remember that game being great, Silver being great. And part of that is that, like, it has so much content. It has Johto and Kanto. But at the same time, everything that we saw in the first 3 gyms worth of content was all just, here's a basic cave. Here's a basic forest. Grass, trees. Grass, trees. Grass, trees. There's no flavor to any of it so far. And I'm sure, you know what, there's probably cool areas later, but I remember Ruby Sapphire being a lot more flavorful, like, such and such years later. I watched I saw someone playing some Ruby Sapphire recently, and a part or like a clip of it, right, in a YouTube video. Specifically a part where they were walking through like a volcano valley, and all the grass was covered in ash. And as you walk through the ash sort of like come off the grass, right? You're sort of making like green grass by walking through it. I just saw that and I was like, oh shit, that looks cooler than anything I saw in I accept. Looks like we got through the queue. Anything I saw in Soul Silver, which is unfortunate because, like I said, I really like that game, but it's just so vanilla and kind of not as interesting as later games, I suppose. I think very fondly of Ruby Sapphire. It has a lot of ocean, but also it has a lot of cool cities, you know, like the ones that's all on top of the trees. And, you know, there's volcano stuff in there. There's, I can't recall any others. There's a cool desert. There's a bunch of cool areas in Ruby Sapphire. There's the one that's in a volcano crateria. There's the one that's like all on like boards. Alright. Ruby Sapphire, that's a good game. Mind replaying that. But of course, I don't think that's stream content because that would be like 20 hours. And like multiple streams, which would maybe be a lot to commit to. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the couch and I'm going to play the game. By the way, how's the audio? Does it sound good? This is a new mic after all. Can you hear me good? Does it sound nice? In my testing, it did sound nice, so I think should be able to go. Also, you can see there at the bottom, there's a sub goal for a Bad Grandpa watch party. Whenever we meet that, I'll schedule a date and we'll figure out when exactly we're doing that. But I would really like to watch Bad Grandpa, Jackass Presents, and there's a sub goal to do that. This, of course, follows the Pokemon 3 sub goal that we met yesterday. That was 10 subs over the course of like multiple goals. This time it's just one goal with the date unknown. So I don't have to reset it or nothing every time we don't meet it, because that's silly. Alright, couch time. Let's play this game. Let's see what's cool. Alright. Alright, hey. Time to check out Rumbleverse. Let me put the stream manager up on my phone here so I can see. By the way, I want to say, Spaghetti followed after the last stream. Thank you very much. Much obliged. Alright. Appreciate all the follows, even if they don't happen while I am live. Alright, let's see. Welcome to Graphel City, home of the thing. Roll with the punches and deal some of your own. In stylish derby jammer set? What? Fight your way through the League of the Rumbleverse, earn the Luchador set. Act up and at him, Rumbler. It's time to be beaten into shape. Okay. Oh, that's not a tutorial. That's a fucking microtransaction. I don't want that. Okay. I thought that was a tutorial, the way it was phrased. Okay, I guess let's just... Should I just go into the... How should we do this? How do I... Okay. Heads will roll. The game begins. Let's see. Fucking this game's UI. I don't... Okay. Playground, explore, play, and tips. Okay. Let's go into the playground and try some things out. Doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. I'm not sure how why the playground has a queue. I just want to tutorial. Okay, here we go. What exactly is this game? My understanding of this game is it's a battle royale. Oh, okay. Check the map. Look around. Except you're brawling. You're sort of it's a wrestling battle royale. Check the map and find beacons. Equip up to test out special moves, items. If you're eliminated, you can respawn. I want to interact with other players. Oh, a bit of latency there. So you run around. Dash with L. Dodge with L plus R. You can block with R. So if you do a dash into a thing, you'll do like a dodge. I guess that's how you get invulnerability frames. You have a stamina bar, okay, so you can't just dash continuously. Block. Use a vicious attack, which is like a grab. That's like a backbreaker. You can attack. Alright. But I guess you just want to, like, pound on him. You want to, like, combo into a vicious attack? You can... Okay, so if you use X, Y, you do, like, an uppercut instead of a full combo, maybe? And you can power yourself up with...
Pulling out all the stops.
Like that. Okay. You have super mode. Super mode, you can grab people. You can climb up walls like you are the Hulk or Spider-Man or, you know, Rampage. Well, there's some people. Let's fight them. Fight them. Pound on this guy. Ooh, was that me or him? That was me. I got thrown. Grabbed her while she was pounding on someone else. Super move is unblockable. Okay, so the super move beats blocks. So if someone's blocking on you, you want to grab them.
Opponent's gonna be feeling that one. Times like this, I wish it was possible to hang an elimination in a museum.
I think that's enough like fucking around in the open area. Let's just get in here and try a solo battle royale. But that's not right. Cancel that. Make me hold down the button to cancel it. Okay. Solo battle royale. Let's go. By the way, folks, let me say, I'll be starting Mario Maker in around an hour now. That is the plan, and if you have levels you want to get in right now, you know, get in the queue a bit early, you want first priority, now would be a good time to do so. The queue is open. The queue for Mario Maker is open. Exclamation point add, as per usual. That will totally work. 100%. 100%. By the way, how do you like the couch mic? Couch mic, very nice, right? I'm gonna say this like every stream until everyone realizes, like, oh yeah, new mic. Also now the mic is in the foreground so you can see it. That lovely. I can also move it just a little bit more upwards. Maybe it is a bit closer. I can also get close to it. Hello, hello, how are you? I understand it sounds way better when I'm really close, but I like to lean back a little bit, you know? What I need is some sort of like, I need some sort of boom that brings it like 6 inches closer. That would maybe be ideal. Also, I noticed the way it is now, the microphone sort of blocks my shirt. You can't see this lovely... You can't see this lovely Shadow the Hedgehog unless I lean over here to the side. But trust me, Shadow the Hedgehog is here. Very cool. I know that, also, by the way, I know that my camera could be a little more zoomed in on me. But if I were to sit up, if I were to actually sit up, though, I would fill up more of the screen. I don't want to necessarily zoom in on me so much that I can't sit up. I think that would be a little bit silly. Anyway, how y'all doing? How's your Friday? You notice I am starting a little earlier today. Part of that is because it turns out my company gave everyone Friday off, and I didn't realize that until today. So I had today off, and I didn't use it for anything. Now, if I had realized that, I might have put on a longer stream today. Sort of done a bunch with that extra time, but instead I just sort of chilled out. I relaxed, I slept more. I went and did some things I was meaning to do that I will not go into detail on. I've got some things completed that's been on my to-do list for a bit, and as much as God fucking what? I'm gonna check that Twitter account that it said Rumbleverse Port. Had a nice relaxing day, which is unusual for a Friday. Well, not that unusual, I suppose. But a completely relaxed Friday, no work or nothing. That is unusual. Rumble support, here we go. Development team is looking into a new issue that is slowing matchmaking performance. As soon as we have updates to share, we will follow up with additional information. Our developers continue to investigate server and matchmaking issues. We appreciate everyone's patience as we work to resolve this issue. Well, shit. Oh, I dropped my phone into the couch. Dang it. I guess they are experiencing technical difficulties right now, which makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, we weren't able to find anything, so... Oh, what the fuck? I guess I could look at some of these options real fast. Customize my character. Let's do that. Yeah. Do we have to buy this stuff, or is any of this just free? Let's see, just make it look like me. Brown hair. Reasonably good. Yeah, that's good for clothes. Yeah, let's keep the clothes on. And yeah, how do I save? X button saves. Okay, cool. Okay, body. Yeah, there we go. That's me. Pretty cool. Be a little lighter. I mean, I am a little lighter and all. Very white. I'm very... Oh, male coloration versus... Wait, what is the difference here? Longer nose. It's like... I don't know what exactly... Different nose shapes? Go with that nose, thank you. Blue eyes, thank you. And pretty thick eyebrows. Yeah, like that. About right. Save those changes. And yeah, I don't care about any of the other stuff. There you go, that's me. Putting the controller down for a second. Yeah, I guess they're having issues with matchmaking right now. That might impede this here pre-show. Unfortunately, well, maybe it wasn't to be. Maybe it just wasn't to be. I'll say I haven't gotten into a ton of battle royales. The only one that I've been like really that I've like dug to play would be Apex Legends. Whenever I played PUBG back in the day where PUBG was the hot new thing, I always thought that it was like cool but really stressful. You know, it's just running everywhere, getting weapons that all look the same, kind of hard to discern like one from another, and just being so stressed out that people were going to come and kill me. I was going to be found, and then I was going to lose the engagement. For some reason, Apex Legends is a little more lighthearted, a little more stress-free. Part of that might be just the... Ooh, I think we got into a match. Waiting for players. Okay, cool.
It's almost time to kick off the Rumble.
Part of that might be that, okay, so you can jump. You can, like, do a body slam on someone. Double jump? I thought I saw people doing double jumps, but maybe you have to unlock it or something. Okay. Block with the thing. Can launch. 12 seconds. Alright, we got in.
9, 8, 7,
I feel like I'm getting my ass beat
4,
pretty consistently here.
1.
Okay. We're launching. Here we go. Let's do it. I like Apex because it's a lot more stress-free. You just go into the arena and you just shoot dudes, and their weapons are pretty cool and diverse, and it's fun. Also, the fact that you can like respawn, I think helps a lot to make it like a lot more chill. I think we just dropped into a major location here. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I just body slammed that guy. Pick up a wooden chair. I got a wooden chair. Not sure where my health is. Oh, is it the minus thing? 40 out of 70. I might be nearly knocked out then. Oh, no, it's not. It's something else. Oh, it's the green. The green is health. Actually, health is red. We all take a lot of punishment.
Going into overdrive. Don't get too comfortable. The ring is closing in.
I downed someone. KO. KO. Nice. I got this. Punch up. Yeah. Okay. Wait. I replaced a thing? Right bumper, I think. It's like a big punch. Alright, alright. KO'd. KO'd.
Consider sending them a get well protein casserole.
I've been KO'd. Play again, I guess. Oh, that the queue was longer than the match. That's a little bit weird. I wonder. That to me feels like a pretty big issue. You know what I mean? Like, you're queuing for 5 minutes, you get into a match, it lasts about 30 seconds. And it seems okay, it's just that I have no idea, like, how exactly the moves work and how exactly everything works. So far, I am not exactly buying what Dave Lang was putting down, saying that this is better than dive kick. So far, I do not think this is better than dive kick. Let's watch this guy. Let's watch a pro. I guess you find like cool items and stuff that let you have different moves that you know, you can use strategically. Maybe strategically is the wrong word. Also, I guess I should, you know what? Let's get out of here. I got a new idea. Let's queue up for duos because that might be the thing. Now, it might be interesting to see like what exactly duos is. Let's queue up for duos. By the way, if anyone were to be watching, I would absolutely team up with you if you are in here. But, you know, until then, let's just fucking go. Duos might be the mode, because then you can, like, collaborate with a teammate. You can, like, tag team a little bit. And if you are low health, I guess you could rely more on your partner. I don't know what that looks like. What does playing defensively look like in this game? Just like a lot of blocking while your partner deals most of the damage? Like, how exactly does that work? I guess I don't get it. I guess I don't get it yet. Duo, Battle Royale, searching for a match. By the way, I don't have any cards prepared for today, since it's just, you know, the day after the last stream, and I used up a bunch of them then. However, I have been continuing to watch The Wire. I'm nearly done with it. There's like 3 or 4 episodes left now at this point. That last season, I don't think I like it as much as the previous seasons, but wow. The police force has never been more corrupt than in the last season. Like, holy shit, McNulty is up to some fucking bullshit, and you just hate to see it. You just hate to see it. They are perpetuating some incredible fraud. Not bad, okay, cool. They should not be doing the things they are doing in season.
It's an absolutely stunning day for a Rumble.
In season 5 of The Wire. I cannot believe the things I am seeing. Just entirely fucked up. Just super fucked up. You know? They are doing such... Waiting to launch, yep. I wish that McNulty would just be cool about this and not do some fucked up shit. Like, goddamn McNulty. You know, and also, like, it's fucked up because, like, McNulty was pretty cool in the last... Where's my squad? Where's my guy? Where's my buddy? Do I get a buddy? Does it not, like, match you into a buddy? Hang on. If you queue up for duos, you don't get matched with a bro?
Hey, could you do me a solid and wait to wreck the squat stick until after I get my lunch order?
Great. Okay, well, fuck. I guess I'm alone in the duos mode. That's fucking great. I totally thought it would be like other fucking, like, Battle Royale games where if you're queuing up alone, you get a guy. You get matched into a thing. It's just fucking great. Well, at least I'm not the only one here who didn't realize that. Dave Lang, I am very skeptical that this is the best game you've ever made. I feel like if this was a good one of those... Okay, let's do LB for this one. So like a dolphin body thing. Dolphin dive.
When the ring shrinks, the action increases. Who will be the victor of this explosive competition?
Is this just traversal or... I think this is also a grab.
It'll take more than that to knock their opponent out of this game, but it's a good start.
I got no stamina.
Wow.
Okay, that does do damage. Cool.
Capital City on the map.
Why no music? That's an interesting decision. I feel like if you're making a game, you should have music at all times.
Looks like you don't
There's
want
a
to get
rule.
on their bad side, folks.
Pretty close to dying here. Can you recharge health or something? That does not recharge your health. What exactly that does is unclear.
And they're out. Sorry,
You see
folks,
like
this
healths
is
or
the end
something?
of the road.
Healths? That's a weird thing to say. So far, I'm not terribly impressed, but maybe if I were to play it with like someone who knows what they're doing, like duos, maybe we would you know, have a better time here. Get the fuck out of here. No, there's still a half hour until I said we would Mario Maker. So, I guess we could solo Battle Royale one more time. Yeah. I am not feeling very strong about this game so far. If I were to rate it, I would say... I'm struggling to say... You know what I was thinking? I was thinking like... 3. But that feels generous as fuck. That is so generous. If I were to have... Right now it has to be a 2. But maybe we'll have some fun in the next game. And it can earn its way up to a 3. That's where I'm standing on it right now. And I know... When you're streaming, sometimes you feel like this urge to like you know, rubber stamp everything you play, right? Like, no, this is good. This is good. This gotta be good. Anyone who's coming to watch me play it is expecting me to like this game, right? That is the basic expectation that I always go into that you can have as like a streamer, right? And I worry if I say like this game feels like a 2 to me. Am I being too hasty? Am I judging it just based on, you know, a shit experience? Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing, and if I have more fun with it, maybe if I were to do better, it would be higher ranked. But right now, it just feels like a game of attrition, right? Like I'm just hammering on people, and they're losing health slowly, and I'm losing health slowly, and eventually I die. Maybe I take out 1 or 2 of them before I go, but you know, it's not like in PUBG where you can reliably survive, and you know, if you win every battle, you have a chance to go and find healing items and get back up to full for the next fight. You know, or go into the next fight with a huge advantage. Because like, oh, you're being sneaky and you spot them before they spot you, and you have a massive advantage here. Here, mostly you just run up on people, and they run up on you, and you hit and you mash buttons until one of you wins and one of you loses. Kind of mediocre. Dive kick kicks fucking ass. Dave Lang, you are giving dive kick too little credit when you say that this game is better than dive kick. That is my opinion right now. Also, you know what? It probably doesn't help that, like I said, it takes longer to queue into a match than it does to complete a match. Maybe once they figure out what the fuck is going on with their matchmaking issues, I would like it more. Maybe. Don't be so hasty, says Paul. What do you think, Paul? You played this game? Tell me, what exactly do I need to do about this game? Like, you're just kidding? Okay, cool. You have no opinion, then? Alright. I'm just sort of sitting here thinking, because I saw the maker of this game, the developer of this game, why am I blanking on the name? Dave Lang was on Twitter saying, like, this game is his favorite game that he's ever made. Rock Party in the chat. Hey, Rock Party, how you doing? By the way, if anyone would like to queue up with me, while we are playing this game, let me know, and let me know if I have you in Epic or whatever. We could absolutely duo or something. Though it might take a while to get into a game. Also, I will say, I have the queue for Mario Maker open, so if you want to get in your levels before anyone else does, you could just go ahead and add them right now. I think that would be fun. I am starting up Mario Maker in around a half hour from now. That's the plan. I mean, we'll see how much longer we can play this game and have some fun. Maybe I'll have to play some other game for like 15 minutes. Jesus, it takes 5 minutes right now to queue up for a match. Bit ridiculous. Maybe I'll get you to play my Trash Bomb level again. Sure, I'll play any level. Even a hard one. If a hard one, frustrating one, I'll play it. 15 minutes, no problem. I do, you know what I'll always say, I will reserve the right to throw it to the 5 tries left at any point. If ever there's a level where I'm making like 0 progress whatsoever, and it would just be me like wall jumping for 15 minutes. Like jump, jump. Hey, does anyone want to play this game? I couldn't queue up. There you go, Paul, putting that level in there. Fantastic. I'm gonna queue up one more time. By the way, how's the audio sound today? As you can see, it is a brand new mic and now rigged up on the couch. I think it's pretty good. You don't have the game? It's free. This is a free game, by the way, if you didn't know. And so far, I think free is the right price. So take that how you will. Audio is good, fantastic. I did do a stream yesterday, and yeah, the audio was good then too. Except for the audio at the PC, at the desk. I looked into that and I figured out what I did wrong. Turns out there were a bunch of filters on that in OBS that from when I was trying to get the previous mic sounding good. Where did you get your mic? Amazon. It is a Blue Yeti. It is a very fancy mic. That's it's like the most popular one on the market. I'm gonna raise it more into the camera right now. There is like more of it, and it has a little windsock on it that makes it so that if I'm saying words with P's in it, you can't hear it so much. I'm gonna lower it back down now to... I muted myself for a second. There we go. I'm gonna grab a drink while we're waiting for this fucking queue to go. And if it doesn't match me into one this time, how about we play a different game for like 30 minutes until the appointed Mario Maker time. We'll play another game for 30 minutes until the Mario Maker clock. What got you into streaming? That's a good question, Paul. So, honestly, what it kind of came down to for me was a matter of convenience. Or maybe not, convenience maybe is the wrong word. I saw a video basically saying like, oh, hey, check this out. There's this $20 capture card, and it's very, very good. You know, you won't be able to tell much of a difference between that and a $200 one. And I saw that and said, shit, I'll pick up a $20 capture card. And then I picked it up and got it. And I, started streaming. And I had always kind of been interested in streaming Mario Maker, just because, I'm a big maker myself. And even before I watched a lot of Twitch regularly, the one thing I would watch was Mario Maker streams, because I would want to, give people my levels and see them play it. And seeing people play my levels, I thought like, shit, I could do that if I had a capture card. And once I got a capture card, which was around November last year, I was like, oh shit, just gonna go ahead and get into that. And since then I've been slowly growing the channel, slowly like figuring things out. And it's been fun, getting like different pieces of equipment. Like the first time I streamed, I didn't have the couch cam, so I had to stream at the PC, at the desk, like a normal person. I don't like that. I like being at the couch. I like being a couch streamer. It's comfy on the couch. It's a little less comfy on the chair, and I didn't have the preview monitor either. I just read shot off the phone during a stream, which is a lot less convenient. But yeah, that was basically how it was. Just like, I had always wanted to do like some Mario Maker streaming, and it all lined up to be really inexpensive to just try out, and turns out it's pretty fun. You're looking at my levels right now. You have a bunch. That's true. I have like 61. Oh, that reminds me. I need to increment the number on the Mario Maker UI next when we switch over to that. 61 levels with a new one that just came out on Tuesday. I released a new one after the Monday stream. Turned out really well, and I've just got 9 levels left in my super world. It's been a long road, Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Well, I guess that is Rumbleverse. Fuck it. It's been queuing up for 5 minutes, hasn't been able to get me into a match. Let's see. What else can we play? I guess we could play some Fall Guys. What are you guys interested in seeing? I could power wash for 30 minutes, or 25 minutes, I guess, at this point. I could... You think you hate Rumbleverse? Yeah, that's kind of my take as well. I was saying earlier, I think it's a 2 out of 5. I think it's a 2 out of 5. It's a not good. It's a not good battle royale to me. Tribucket was saying that he was really into it though, so I would maybe I'll try queuing up with Tribucket at some point and seeing if he can explain to me like what exactly I should be doing, how exactly I can appreciate it. Windjammers? Oh, that's on. You do see Windjammers in games and apps. That's on Game Pass, isn't it? Let's see. Where is Windjammers? Yeah, okay. Windjammers it is. Can we do multiplayer Windjammers? Is that an option? Rock Party, will you fight me in Windjammers? Windjammers 2 instead. I'm changing the stream information now. Windjammers 2. Rock Party, do you have this game? I would absolutely play you. I'm not sure if I have you added on Xbox. But let's do that. You gotta work? Gotcha. So what exactly should we do? Like, online or what? Is anyone? Let me see if anyone's playing it before I change it to Windjammers 2. Quick match. Let me see. If it's unable to find a match, okay, I'm just gonna switch over. All right, folks. Let me just say for those who are maybe watching the VOD later, we couldn't get into a match in Rumbleverse. It was just taking like 5-10 minutes to get into a single game. So, how about some Windjammers? Windjammers 2. I haven't actually played it since I downloaded it. It doesn't look like anyone's playing maybe, so I guess let's try the arcade. Let's see. I've watched a fair amount of the first Windjammers. Let's go with the balanced character, I suppose. I've only watched Windjammers. I haven't actually played it myself, so I'm not really sure like what the deal is. Oh shit! A bunch of people dropped in. How you doing, everyone? Windjammers, Windjammers 2. Let's play some. If anyone would like to match me, like actually play me, let me know and I'll add you and we'll do that instead of the arcade. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just try some arcade, I guess. I haven't actually played this, but I have the basics. You sort of run around, use B to catch, and okay, off to a fucking good start here. Okay.
3 points.
Okay, I gotta figure out how you do this. B is a lob. Y is a throw. Okay. Dang it. Okay, do you just run into it to catch it? I thought you had to press a button. I need to look up the controls. Hang on. How to play. Okay. How to play. Moving with the stick. Sliding with the X. Jumping with Y. Straight shot is also A? Okay, shit. Lob shot is B. Curve shot is A. Okay, toss is A. Smash is stick plus a direction. Stick plus a direction. Plus A, B, or Y. Drop shot, slap shot. Power toss. How do you catch? How do you catch one? How do you catch a shot? Oh, you had to like press a button to catch it or something. Okay, let's try again. Okay, arcade. We'll do easy. We're new. Yeah! We'll try Slammer. And again, this is a pre-show to Mario Maker, so if you want to get in some Mario Maker viewer levels, now would be a great time for that. Let's fight on the lawn, I guess.
Round 1.
Okay, there we go. Okay, that's what we need to do. A little strange because the jump button, the dash button, is also the throw button. I don't know why you would have it so that they, does double duty like that. Seems like that's a recipe for just inputs. But maybe that's just like how it was on the original, so it makes sense.
Here we go. Sonic Collection.
3 points.
All right. Shit.
3 points.
Dang it!
2 points.
Fucking start hitting the button throw. Just dash instead. I guess you have to have a neutral stick. That's the thing. Just leave your stick neutral and you'll grab.
Listo! Poderoso!
3 points.
Yeah.
Good show!
Okay, first set. Okay, that's good.
Get ready. 5
Dang it.
points.
Okay.
3 points.
Listo! Tornado retador! Listo! Tornado retador!
Okay, so. Ooh. Good.
3 points. 3 points. 3 points. 3 points.
Dang it.
Set.
Okay, well, 1 and 1.
Listo! Tornado retador!
3 points.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe this is not my game. Like I said, I've not played this one either.
Super Slam Shoot!
3 points.
How about we could do a Fall Guys?
5
Fuck.
points.
Having the catch button and the dash button be the same button, that just does not make sense in my head. Like, why would you do that?
Listo!
Use 2 buttons.
Poderoso!
I know this is a port of a, it's a sequel to a very old game. But, like, fuck.
Miss 2 points.
So it makes context and sense in the context of a very old
3
game.
points.
But in the context of a game I'm playing now, I don't know.
Next round.
We won. How about like 1 round of Fall Guys? 1 round of Fall Guys, actually. Let's do Fall Guys. That sounds fun. Quick round of Fall Guys. Fall Guys 2. Not Fall Guys 2, there's only 1 Fall Guys. Okay. And this is not first play. What shirt is that? It is, let me stand up a little bit. It is Shadow the Hedgehog. Being a cool dude doing his chaos control thing. It's sort of blocked by the microphone, I know, so it's a little hard to see now that that microphone is there. But it's pretty cool. Love this shirt. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, there's a Sonic thing. Let me look at the show selector. Respawns, Bush show, squad show. I think we're just gonna do the solo show. And this is our costume. We are dressed up in a wait, what? Yeah, just the solo show, please. We are dressed up in I'll lower the microphone so you can see the shirt better. You know what? That's probably a bad idea. It is Shadow the Hedgehog. All right, 1 round of Fall Guys, and then it'll be Mario o'clock. Thank you for the Level Rock Party. Again, 6 p.m. Central, so that's 15 minutes from now. We'll switch over to Mario Maker 2. Almost said Mario Party. We could go over to Mario Party should someone redeem that 30 minutes of facelift, but that's a bit of a long shot. This is a new one. I haven't seen this one before, actually. Nice, okay. I like it whenever I play Fall Guys and it's something I haven't seen before. It's a lot more interesting than when it's something I have seen a million times. The only problem with this mic is it blocks my my cool t-shirts. That is a problem I only noticed today. But yeah, maybe I should move it slightly to the side or something. No, that doesn't make sense. It's in the right position that it should be, pretty much. That's just how it goes, you know? But that's, we're fucking doing real good. Fuck. I had to say that, didn't I? How the fuck do you get through this? Tier list, anime himbos. Link me the thing in Discord if you would, Rock Party. I'll have a look at that. Thank you, Rock Party, for the tier list. As soon as we're done with this, we'll do that, and then it'll be Mario Maker o'clock. Anime himbos, huh? Like hunky anime boys? Wonder who will be on that. Or when you say like a himbo, I'm picturing like big muscle guys. You know, like the guys from Full Metal Alchemist. You know, the husband and the you know, Armstrong. That's sort of what I'm picturing. That would have to, those two would have to be S tier of what I would of who I'm thinking of. Let me see let me see. Get me that if you have a specific list, Rock Party, DM it to me on Discord and I'll do the thing. Oh, sounds like you have. Perfect. That is very nice and convenient. The thumbnail of that is the guy from God, what is that show called with the guy who eats fingers? You know that show, the guy who eats fingers? What is that called? That's a good show and that's a good dude. Gojo from that. He's like Gojo or something. He might also be S tier. Problem with himbos might be that a lot of them might be S tier. But you know, that's just a problem with you know, the category, I suppose. 5 have been eliminated. Let's survive. Even if you have the big hat, you don't have a bigger hitbox, right? You're still like regular sized hitbox. It's not like a disadvantage to wear this ridiculous tall head with assless chaps. That's the way we're thinking of it, by the way. With the way I'm wearing it now, I'm not wearing the bottom part. So that's sort of my ass is hanging out. Is how I'm thinking about it. I played a little Fall Guys with Rock Party and Trebucket the other night. You know, doing squad play. And that was pretty fun. Shit, we got Tiptoe. I wish this game was just more. You wear ass only chaps. Yeah. I guess my chaps tend to have asses included. My my pants. Is chaps just another word for pants, or is it like a specific thing? I'm gonna follow. Yeah, I'm just gonna like let's play it safe here. Gotta be this way. Yep, this way. Probably forward more. Where is everyone? Come on, guys, it's not that hard. Jujutsu Kaisen, that's it. Yes, yes, yes. Oh shit! I was right to not go forward. Jujutsu Kaisen was absolutely the anime I was thinking of. Very good show. Ahaha! Ass-only chaps are really just ass-cheek pasties. Yes, I think you're right, McClunky. By the way, McClunky Culkin, good to see you. How you doing? I hear your cat has been, you know, having some medical problems. I hope that, you know, I hope that they're all right. It's always good to see you. I was watching this video the other day. I've tried to getting into that show a couple times, but kind of bounced off. It does seem good, though. Not sure why it doesn't click. Understandable. There are definitely shows that everyone says are good that I bounce off as well. Like, I have just never liked a moment of Attack on Titan. Leo's on the up and up, as far as I hear. That's fantastic, McClunky. You know, I was watching a video the other day, basically, about a guy who took, what's that blue-haired Fortnite boy called? What's that guy's name? Sonic. No, like the streamer. Like the streamer. It's something else, isn't it? Oh, wait, we are on the last round. Ninja. Oh, yeah, that's it. It's basically a guy who did Ninja's influencer course, like how to be an influencer. And there were a lot of funny tidbits in there, like, oh yeah, how to be a good streamer. You know, like keep track of your viewers and like comment on like what they're up to. And one of the pieces of advice he picked out as a funny thing was like, oh, ask if they have a dog and remember that they have a dog. And the guy was just making fun of that constantly, being like, yeah, do you have a dog? Oh, no? Fucking good at dogs, though, so I can talk to you about it. It was a very funny video, I will say. I've been doing well. It looks like. Very funny video. I saw it on MinMax's Get a Load of This. They did a Get a Load of This in this last podcast. Or maybe the one from a week ago. I'm not sure. I'm a little behind on podcast. But they did a Get a Load of This that had that... Fuck! Look at that. We nearly won, except that we were being a lot... really too burning our thing. Paul Rios. Oh, Little Mac? Yeah, funny stunt he pulled a while back. Do you know Macaulay Culkin's middle name? Little Mac? Is Little Mac the name of the guy? Anyway, that was a really funny video. I should post that in the Discord because I saw it off. I'll post that into the Discord because that was a really funny video to watch last night after the stream. And basically, he was like going onto Twitch and trying to be a new viewer or a new streamer while taking the advice of Ninja. And basically he dyed his hair blue. He did a 24-hour stream, and it was funny because, you know, it didn't go very well. And he you know, is just apparently this is, by the way, a really popular guy. You respect us so much. Yeah, it's a good hustle to like start an anonymous account and just try to be like a new to play as a new streamer. He got like one chatter the whole week that he tried the thing out, following Ninja's advice. And, yeah. The thing is, you know, there's not much anyone can teach you about streaming, right? Certainly not $200 worth of things they can teach you. You know, you're not going to learn that much. By the way, we have a tier list to do, so, I'm going to go over to the PC. I'm going to pull it up. This match is just about over anyhow. There's just two of these guys left. You know, I don't think I could have beat these guys. These guys are playing it way too well for me to keep up. At some point, my plan is to change my name, legal name, to McClunky Culkin. At which point, I'll be known as McClunky Culkin. That's fantastic, McClunky Culkin. We have a winner. That's good. Look at this fella. With the assless. I guess he actually is fully assed. He has pants on in addition to the cool top. That was Unleashed Steed, I guess. Unleashed Steed was our winner. Well, that is a single Fall Guy. Intact chaps, yes. That was a Fall Guy. I got a tier list to make on account of a channel point redemption. I'm gonna go over to the computer and let's do that. Arctic flip-flops. Sure, I will equip some flip-flops. Let's do that. And we'll leave the game audio. I think this is fine. Sounds good. A content update is required. Oh shit. Wow, I guess I came in right as they were updating the content. Well, I guess I will quit and relaunch. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go over to the computer now. Hey, I'm now by the computer. How does the computer mic sound? The desk mic, does it sound good? How you liking that? Same settings pretty much as the couch mic, but it's maybe just a scotch closer. Oh, let me hit. Okay, so the game's going. All right, we gotta give me some music, game. Come on. Come on. We got a tier list to do. Let me pull that up right fast. Rock Party has DM'd it to me. Let me open it up. And I will go ahead and share my thing, my screen. Let me go ahead and put that in here. Chrome. Create an anime tier list. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Also, by the way, I learned the other day that you can totally just crop a thing by holding down Alt and dragging the corners around. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until just recently. All you need to do is hold down Alt to crop. You don't have to fuck around in filters or anything. Cropping just got a whole lot easier for me. Alt. Turns out that's the secret. Okay, let's see. Anime Himbos. I'm going to... Let's rename these things. The whole idea of Ninja trying to tell people how to start streaming is funny anyway. All small streamers live in a completely different culture from his. Yes, and things have changed so much. You know, it's like even 10 years ago, the Giant Bomb guys were saying like the advice that we gave that we can't really tell you how to get into the industry because like their advice would be completely unapplicable to the current day, right? Because even at the time, 10 years ago, their advice was like, yeah, I guess you could hang around at a GameSpot's offices and play their arcade machines, and eventually they might ask you to write articles for them. And you can just parlay that into a media career. And that's like, no, that's not how it works anymore. No. I don't know how it works nowadays. You just have to figure it out. And also, I do think that there's kind of no one way to become popular. That's what I would say. That's what I would say to anyone asking. Like, there's no one way to do it. You just have to figure it out and, you know, hope for the best. Okay, I'm gonna do S, A, B, C, and F. Let's see. Let's start with All Might is S. You can't go wrong with All Might. There are a lot of JoJo's on here. Okay, that one's an S. Yeah, that's Josuke is an S. This guy is in B. This guy is from he's from Dr. Stone, and he's all right. He doesn't really have that much to offer other than being. Oh, hang on, let me scroll so it's all cropped properly. There we go. 1 million is definitely an S. This guy's an S. This is the gun guy from JoJo's. He has a fantastic stand, which is Sex Pistols or 6 Bullets, as it's sometimes called in the Crunchyroll subs. but they are six funny little guys who speak like in high points. I can't do the voice. Mr. Joestar! That's not it. That's not what they say. Giorno! I'm bad at voices, folks. I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, Tanaka, he's an S. This guy is an S. I'm sorry, most people are gonna be an S, it turns out. Joseph, he's an S. He's an A. He's an A. I won't give him an S. Denki, Denki gets B. He's alright. My boy, this boy, the main guy from, what was it again? That, Jujutsu Kaisen? He's A. He's alright. Pretty good. This motherfucker is S. I love him. Abdul is, I'm gonna say Abdul A. I like it when he does his catchphrase. Yes, I am. I like it when he says that. Rock guy, I forget what his superhero name is, his hero name. But I'll say A for him. Let's see. This motherfucker, I feel like, yeah, or maybe, I'm sort of divided. Can I give all the JoJo Part 5 and 4 and 5 guys S? Maybe. Let's find out. Ida, I'll give A. Ida's pretty good. This motherfucker, you know what? I'm not like the biggest fan of this guy. I'll say B for him. You know what? He'll be the one JoJo guy that gets below A. This guy's definitely A. You know what? This guy's funny. I like that guy from Demon Slayer. I'm sorry I keep saying this guy. I watch so many animes, it's hard to sometimes remember everyone's names. I just have to remember it in the moment. Jonathan is alright. He's a C. Nothing really notable about him. Oh, Bokuto is an S. Bokuto is an S. Bokuto is no doubts an S. I don't know any of these. Not sure I know any of the other one of these characters off the top of my head. No, none of them are. Oh, this guy's the guy with the horn that like freezes stuff. I'll give him a B. Oh, and there's Jotaro. Well, Jotaro is S. That's for sure. This guy's from like I've watched one episode of this guy's show, and I don't think it's very good. So that guy gets an F. The rest of them, I'm just not recognizing off the top of my head. I think we done it. I think we done it. How's that? Do you like that? Thank you for the tier list, Redemption, Rock Party. I think it is now time. Yahabara. Which one? I think it is time now for Mario Maker. It is Mario Maker o'clock. Let me, it's time to switch over and pull up the Mario Maker UI. And folks, let me say this again. I actually have to update the Mario UI right now because it's actually a little different now. That's right, the progression needs to be updated. I have now done 31 levels of my Super World. Add everyone you don't know into F tier. I feel like that's unfair. I cannot rate characters I do not know. Alright, let's switch over to, he's from Yu Yu Hakusho. Haven't watched that, but that makes sense. Also, you know what? This tier list needed the guys from Full Metal Alchemist. Those two from Full Metal Alchemist would absolutely be S tier on the list if they were included. Alright, let's switch over to SMM2 viewer level o'clock. Super Mario Maker 2. Let me add the tag. Viewer levels. Fantastic. Alright, folks. Oh, and limited lives. Actually, add that later. Folks, it's Mario Maker Clock. I'm going to switch over we're gonna get to some of these viewer levels. Also, I'm gonna go over to the couch right here. You know, as it is time for that. All right. Switching over now. Give me a second to grab my controller and stuff. Oh. It's Mario Maker time. That's right. It's Mario time. It's Mario o'clock right now. And we already got 2 in the queue since I did have the queue open while I was doing those previous games. So we will go through those levels that were submitted and continue from there. I've wanted to do that for some time, to sort of like, on days where I stream Mario Maker, open the queue a little early so that people watching the other stuff can get their levels in and be ahead of the queue, ahead of the line, ahead of perhaps other people in the queue, right? I think that's a nice thing to do for people who tune in a little before any Mario Maker even happens. Ooh, some comments and some comments on my latest level, some likes on my latest level. That's nice. From Prezai. Let's see. A lot of likes today. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. That's nice. It's always good to see people liking my levels. The first time you played my level, you almost got a bronze medal by reaching the first door. That was a really, really hard one, right? Hey, French Bleach, how you doing? By the way, I put this up on Tuesday. This is Koopaverse 1 Arsenal Antics. It's completed. Nice level, says Prezai. Thank you. Why don't I'm gonna do we're gonna do a little bit of me showing off like the levels that I'm making, and then we're gonna get into the viewer levels. So, folks, if you have viewer levels, get them in now. Get them in the queue. And after I finish showing off some of these levels, I will do a thing, and I'll play the first one of them. By the way, how's the audio? Is the microphone clearly audible over the game? Maybe it even could be a little higher, the game. Thank you for the level, French Bleach. Loud and clear. Alright. How about I pump up just the HDMI just a tad, actually. Try to give a little more game audio. Hey, Tobiah, how you doing? How's that? Is it still good? Is this better or worse? Hey, Tobiah with the follow. Thank you very much. So this level is based around each of these 5 rooms, each of them based around one of the power-ups, one of these helmets, headwear basically, and you have to go through each of the 5 areas and get a coin, basically by going to the right, hitting it on-off, and then going to the left. There are 5 rooms, each of them has basically very similar like varieties of enemies. Game's drowning you off just a bit? Okay. I'll lower it just a tad. Each has, you know, a variety of enemies. It's good to know that, McClunky. I've been wanting to make it so that the game was a little louder. So that, you know, you can hear a little bit more of the game music. I know that, like, having that game music is very nice. You know, and, the way I had it before maybe was just a little too tuned towards, you know, towards like the microphone being loud. I would watch other streams and realize like, wait a minute, maybe I'm being a little too conservative with the volume of the game. A little hotter, perhaps. Anyway, you go through each of these areas, and there's some optional coins in each one. You know, either 1 or 2. And as well as optional placements of additional power-ups. And if you lose it, you know, I will say, it's intentional. If you lose it, you can end up, it's a tough balance and even harder to manage live. Yeah, that's right, McClunky, you know. Always gotta, like eyeball it when you're live. And you're just looking at the meters and going like, is this good? Looks good. I noticed that McClunky Culkin responds to what I'm saying before I say it. Is there a delay when watching Twitch on your phone? Yeah, there is. There is like a slight delay when you're watching on a phone. That just goes with the territory, though. And it might depend if you have it set up so that it's more of a delay if you have it set up so that you can have it open in a side window. You know, like if you were to... You can basically set up Twitch so that you can open up a stream in a hover over window in a little box on your phone. And if you have that set up, it will not quite work as well. Okay, so once you get all the coins, the on-off triggers, and now you're on to the second half, the last half of the level, which is pretty much all new since the last time I streamed. After this point, it's just a bunch of sequences, rapid fire, going through each of the power-ups. And I think it turned out pretty well. Here's a Goomba hat part. A Bullet Bill part. And again, you can lose any of these items, and it's not like a death sentence necessarily. Whew. But it is a bit harrowing. Alright, I think that's a cool level. Hope people enjoy it. I know it's one of my longest levels yet. My clear check time is like 2 minutes, 20 seconds. And I can't imagine for anyone else, like, it'd probably take a lot to get through it. Hey, Ace Dragonoki, how you doing? Also, yeah, McClunky Culkin, they are psychic. That is true. Yeah. And by the way, I'm now, like, looking at my next level. That is... I want to sort of talk about that a little bit before we go into the first viewer level, which, by the way, thank everyone for getting those in there. They're fantastic. It's good to see them. I'll show you the world map real fast. So, the next world here is sort of a space world, so you can see each of these, I'm using each of these, like, types of things to make different, asteroid or meteors, right? The first one being cold ice comets. The second one maybe being a desert level. I need to come up with a good name for that. If anyone has a good name that's like an M word, an M alliteration that evokes the desert, I think that would be cool. Currently I have like Mirage Meteor, or like Meteor Mirage would totally work. It's just I don't know that really evokes the desert that strongly. And then Aquatic Asteroid would be the last one. So basically got these 3 levels that I have to make. And then, you know, this one here, which is Ne'er-Do Nebula. With this next level, let me open it up in the course maker real fast. With this next level, here's my basic goal for it. There's a couple of elements I want to use. I want to have some slopes that you can slide down and kill enemies on. And I want to use these Paralacatus. And I want also to be night ice, so it is going to be a little slippery level. So you're going to have cases here where you're going to be able to slide down some slopes, kill some enemies like that. And maybe you'll have spinies being rained on you from above or something. And one idea I do have to make this work, to make this good, is what if it was a downhill vertical level where you're going down and sort of sliding down various slopes, you know, going down along the way. And that would make it so that these Paralacatus were less cheesable, you know? Like, if you're going down anyway, going down on a Lakitu cloud isn't that much of an advantage over going down like normal style. So I'm thinking like maybe that could be the way. I'm gonna have to do a lot of experimentation, try out like different elements until I get a really good mix that feels good. Anyway, that's the making update here. Let's go and check out the first of the viewer levels. Thank you everyone for getting those in there nice and good. Let's see the first one. That's not how you spell next. I always do typos here. Paul. And Paul is the one that was just talking. So Paul is good. Fantastic. RWT. ML9, sorry. 3. YG. And by the way, if you are wondering, this is a shirt of Shadow the Hedgehog. The microphone sort of blocks it a little bit. That is unfortunate, but unavoidable. Hey, Lord Bowser, what's up? It's time to finish the game. That's right, that's right. Oh, yeah, we got bomb excavation time. Oh, boy, y'all. Oh, boy. Okay, 15 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Oh, I gotta turn on this keyboard. That was the wrong hotkey. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Yeah, this is, not what you want to see in a level. Too soon! Get ready for a bunch of this. I mentioned it before, but I've been continuing to watch The Wire. I'm nearly done with the season 5 now. And, yeah, season 5 is, fucking a lot. In season 4, the police office, the police department, had never been more, ineffective. But in season 5, they've never been more corrupt. Which is, fucked up to watch. Like, especially characters you like, who are just pulling some incredibly irresponsible and fucking wild shit in order to get, like, some money to fight some crime. McNulty is just like, McNulty, what the fuck are you doing? Is the question I keep having to ask myself as I am watching season 5. McNulty just... You know, McNulty sort of started off as like the Jeff Winger type character, right? You meet McNulty, and he's sort of talking to the guy in charge, and he's being like, he's talking to a judge and saying some stuff out of class, right? He's just saying like, oh yeah, there's this total drug dealer who no one can stop right now, and no one is interested in stopping him, and it's kind of fucked up. And you sort of read him as like, oh, he's a sympathetic lead. Because he's just trying to get drug dealers arrested. But by season 5, you can tell, like, oh, he's not, like, a really sympathetic lead, actually. He's kind of a fuck-up. And whenever he's doing his, like, major crime investigation stuff, it's always a bad fit. It's always a bad fit, McNulty. Are we open? Are we good? Hell yeah. You've been watching Lost from the early 2000s. Have I seen it? No, I haven't. Yeah, I missed Lost entirely. I have from that era seen Heroes. That's probably like the closest thing I've seen. Heroes is also a show that sort of goes off the rails and ends up not having anything interesting to say in its later seasons. It's gonna be quite a hard thing to do. Too soon! Perfect. Oh shit, there's another layer. McClunky watched Lost at the time? Interesting. Ah! Shit! Damn, we got so far. That was about as far as we've ever come. Also, the other day, we did a Season 2 on of Heroes was trash. Yeah. I feel like, personally, I think they made a mistake when they were like, they took the coward's way out, right? Initially, they were like, okay, every season's gonna focus on new characters. And then they said, how about not? You get 2 new characters. 2 new characters, that's it. And, folks, that's not enough new characters. We got Super World Redemption from Bleach. Bleach wants me to do, Super World. Alright, sounds good. After this level, we will be doing 7 Life Challenge. Thank you for the redemption. Great. It's got a little crack to go through here. Well, I can make the crack bigger. In other news, yesterday I played through more of that Soul Silver randomizer. I think that we're gonna be done with Soul Silver now. It's a fun randomizer, but you know, Pokemon games are so long, it would probably take another 3 or 4 streams even to get close to finishing. So I don't think we're gonna invest that sort of time into that to continue. But you know, it was fun to play. I think maybe a Pokemon randomizer. Make the crack bigger? Haha! Yes, that is what I said. Thank you, McClunky, for picking up on that double meaning. Double meaning. I got you. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Jesus. I also yesterday watched a watch party of Pokemon 3 the movie. We finally did that. You doubled my entendre. That's right. That's exactly what happened. And it was okay. It was all right. There were ridiculous 3D unknowns in that movie, but it had more animation than most Pokemon things have. It was pretty good, especially for the time. Have you seen Better Call Saul? I saw the first couple seasons of it. I sort of got tired of waiting when Netflix took a year or two at one point to get the next season of Better Call Saul, and I sort of fell off it at that point. You know, after I had waited 2 years, I was just I don't know if I even want to catch up anymore. Whenever, you know, Netflix releases, right, and they put out the whole season at once, oftentimes that just makes it a lot harder for me to dedicate the time to actually go through and watch the whole thing. What I saw, I remember being pretty good. It's just that I've just kind of not had that much interest in going back and finishing it off. You're watching this in VR? French Bleach? Well, that's nice. So you're probably sitting in a theater or something, watching me throw these bombs up. Dang, it only got a little hole there. Oh! Jesus. You're using tilt controls, McClunky. Me too. Me too. A lot of games are coming out next week. Like that rollerblading game. And, fuck. Rollerblading game, the Kirby game. And, also the demos for Splatoon 3. I think next Thursday, or maybe Wednesday, I don't know if we're gonna switch the day up or something. But, next week, definitely gonna have to do, gonna have to check out all those games, I think, on Thursday. I think that sounds like a good idea. That sounds like it'd be a bit of fun. I'm really interested in the Kirby game. I think that looks like fun. I would love if anyone wanted to play that with me on Thursday. I would love if y'all came by and did that. Is anyone else planning on picking that up? The Kirby game? It's probably gonna be $10 or something, so won't be that much money. There we go. Alright, we're still Big Mario. We're still the big man. So let's continue. 69 bits from French Bleach. Thank you very much. Much obliged. Very generous of you. I gotta keep my eyes on the screen so I don't blow myself up like that. But, I appreciate it. Loads and loads. Again, another sub goal. There's another sub goal after this one. After the last one for Pokemon 3. It'll be for Jackass Presents Bad Grandpa. Watch party of that. I've never seen that movie, so I think it'd be fun to see it. And I've heard some people say "Oh shit, it rules." You're in for a treat. So I'm really looking forward to that. Loads and loads is not a euphemism. That is absolutely not a euphemism. Please do not try to turn that into a euphemism. A load can be... What would that even be a euphemism for? I guess like a shitload? Or like, you know, unloading? Do not make that into a filthy thing, please. You learned it from watching McClunky. They are, yeah, an educator. An educator. Christ. Pop, 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 pop from McClunky. That's right. That's right. Make sure to remind me when we finish this level, which we are absolutely gonna do in the next 5 minutes. Remind me when we finish this level, we gotta do the 7 life challenge. Get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah, I will. You know what I was thinking about? I was writing the review. I've been going through backlogged and trying to like write up reviews for every game I've ever played. I got to StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty, and I sort of read my notes for that, and realized that a big thing that expansion added was the co-op mode, which I remember being very cool since after like reading my note on it, which was basically said like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It has a lot of the overpowered shit that's typically just in the campaign, or just like in the single player campaign, which is very, very cool. You know what I mean? I remember that co-op being very cool because you sort of... Please don't blow up the block. Because the way that game works is that in the campaign, you get a lot of overpowered units and abilities. You know, like, oh, there are things in the campaign that make it so that you never have to worry about supply, which is a big hassle and part of how... Shit. And part of how the multiplayer works, right? Like managing supply and shit. Well, when you play the co-op, there's totally abilities that just like, you know, do things like start you at 200 supply, start you off at max supply, so you never have to worry about that, you know, if you were to get Artanis up to a really high level in the co-op mode. And that's just really cool. And I had a lot of fun playing that co-op mode. It's probably the only multiplayer of StarCraft 2 that I was any good at, that I was able to really get into. At some point, I would love to replay StarCraft 2 on this here channel, and yeah, I could absolutely do some of the co-op as well, if anyone wanted to join me or anything. I think that would be cool. I think that would be lovely. That's one of the playthroughs I want to do. I've been sort of thinking about, you know, like I said, I didn't say it this time, but as I've said previously, I've been sort of thinking about ways to diversify and, like, mix up the sorts of games I've been playing. I play a lot of Nintendo games just because, like, that's the stuff I'm most nostalgic about. You know, that's the stuff I played growing up. So as a result, it's the stuff that, like, comes to mind when I'm like, okay, what do I want to replay? What do I want to replay again? You know, it's always going to be like, oh, I want to replay Metroid Prime, or I want to replay Banjo-Kazooie or Paper Mario. But I want to mix things up as well for the sake of the channel. So the next thing I'm thinking about is GTA 5. That's pretty far and away different from anything else I played on the stream, with the possible exception of like BioShock. Played a BioShock at one point. Didn't stick with it though. I think that would be fun to play through again. And fun to see all the cutscenes. You know, just sort of remember all the good shit that was in that game. Let me make this crack wider. Let me widen this crack. We want a crack of 3 or more. That crack is not wide enough either. I will biggen it. Look at that. Too slow, too slow. Too slow, too slow. Widen the crack, that's right, that's right. You're not the first one to say that. I'm intentionally doing it now, I will tell you. I'm intentionally doing it. Is the flashing the same in every one of the games? Like the... Too soon! Oh wait, also, we don't need it. We don't need this one. Just bop the head. Okay. This is a hard-ass level that you have made. However, you might notice that... in 3 seconds... Timer's up. Which means, hey, we're going to last tries. And by the way, we only get 3 of them. 3 of them. Get those down. Get the Luigi's down. Okay, that doesn't count, by the way. I was fussing with my tries left. 5 tries left. Let's go. You got farther the first time. You didn't need to bomb the path down. I think you do, because the... Oh, that one. First life down. Let's try to focus here and get through. We only have 5 after all, 5 tries. So let's make them count. Let's make them good. Let's go. Hold the bomb. One thing I am thinking about as a possibility, as like a rule change, what if the 7 life challenge replaced a level that you had in the queue? So if you want to do a 7 life challenge, it has to be your turn in the queue. How would that sound for everyone as a small change in how we do things here? Would that be fair? What do you think? There we go, we opened the way. Maybe we'll implement that as of like next week or something. I don't want to discourage people from using it, of course. I think it's fun to use, but I do sometimes worry that, like, jumping the queue, maybe the part of it where it jumps the queue. Paul doesn't quite understand what I'm proposing. Basically, what I'm saying is that you would have to, if you wanted to do the 7 life challenge, it would have to be your turn in the queue for you to do that. Fuck! You have a mushroom, so you can just break the hard block with your bomb block, and then spin the yellow blocks. That is true. But I feel like it's easier to break them without going down. Because if I don't go down, there's no risk of getting trapped down there. Fuck. If I end up spinning the blocks and not leaving a way to get back up, I could get trapped down there without a bomb to break through. Which would be a problem for me. Too slow. Oh, shit. Well, that was the last try. Folks, we couldn't get through. Thank you, Paul, for the level. I appreciate it. I've really liked it. That is a hard level you got there. And, yeah, frustrating as all get out. Let's see the next one here. The next one is from Rock Party. Rock Party, go ahead and confirm you're still here while I punch in the code. And for folks that are new, folks who don't know, let me say again how this all works. If you are here when your level comes up, I will give your level the full time of day, which means 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. But if you are not here, I still play the level. You're right, the 7 life challenge time. I forgot. Good call. Thank you, Bleach, for reminding me. Rock Party, when this 7 life challenge is done, I will get onto your level. Need to fucking remember these things. I also need to put up like a... I've been thinking about doing a stinger for the 7 life challenge, it's like do 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 or something like that, you know? Or like that would be like from Banjo-Kazooie. That would be the stinger that plays when you land on a Joker space. Or maybe something from Majora's Mask, since the 7 life challenge, the art is sourced from Majora's Mask, sort of. Let's go ahead and find Bleach's thing in the thing in my played courses. Should be Blizzy. There we go. Here we go. 7 life challenge. Starting now. Oh, we need to give you 2 more lives. I'll just give you some toads. Alright, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Again, another thing I'm thinking about doing is implementing some sort of randomization for the extra heads for subs and otherwise, you know, during the 7 life challenge. That is on my to-do list. Not exactly a top priority though. Shit. I totally could have waited for a extra power up there. Whatever, I think we can get through just with... Yeah, we can get through just on our basic stuff. Let's just jam. I haven't actually seen this part of the level because I think last time I cheesed it. I actually did like the old 1-2, you know? The old going above the top of the level. It's a fun level, turns out, when you play it properly. It was a fun level before, though, too, to be clear. It's fun either way, whether you cheese it or not. Yeah, I already have this one. Bleach had to re-upload the Super World after some changes, which explains why we're back at the start, back at the early days. Let's go, let's go. 1 level at a time. Hey, my name is Celestia Ludenberg. Hello, Celestial. Or, my name, I suppose. Whichever one you prefer. We are doing right now a 7 life challenge of a super world submitted by a viewer, which is a channel point redemption. After that, we will get to your level before the end of this here stream. Even if it looks like I have a lot of levels in the queue, you can be assured, you can rest assured, I will get to your level. I will get to your level. Towards the end, we do something called the lightning round. Oh, you know what I should put into the tags? Let me put into the tags right now. Limited lives. They rolled out a thing where you can set your own tags. So I'm trying to think of ways to like surface some of the things that I do. And I think putting in the not limited live, limited lives. All right, I'll put that tag there and update it. There we go. Very nice. Oh, star. I want that. I remember in the Super World, World 3 being like fucking amazingly hard. So when we get to that, we'll probably see some of our lives go right out the window. With the customizable tags things, I put in a couple new tags that you know, are fresh and new and exciting. Like I put in one for raids welcome to sort of encourage people to do you know, raids and shit. I figure that that's just a good one to put in, you know. One streamer I know always has that in the title of his stream, name of Havacast. McClunky knows Havacast as well. And I figure putting raids welcome in the tags is that's the first life. Is very similar to that. This is a new level. Yes, yes. It's a giant world themed, huh? Very cool. I've thought about doing a giant world themed level. It's just that it's really hard to make that actually read as like giants rather than just, you know, regular regular big enemies. They're kind of commonplace in Mario Maker, so just having a big enemy isn't really surprising these days. This is like Giant 1-1. I think this is like Giant 1-1. This is absolutely 1-1, but giant. That's neat. I see what you did here. Yep, this is 1-1. You can absolutely get soft lock if you fall down there, so be fucking careful. Unless there's hidden blocks or something that helps you get out. Alright, well... there's the fake flagpole. Nice. That's cool. Here's the real flagpole. Good level. That's cool. I like the idea. It's a giant version of 1-1. Takes you a minute to recognize it. That's a... oh, it says in the fucking title, if I had read it. 1-1 but giant remake. Anyway, hopefully some of those tags will encourage some, you know, some raids and stuff, and for people to drop by and hang out. We have 6 lives left, folks. Let's continue at it and do our best. Fucking! I jinx myself by saying things like that. I fucking jinx myself. In anime, they call that setting a flag. You know, like, oh, you're setting a death flag by saying things like, oh, I love my family. You know, you're setting flags to make it so that you will be killed in a poetic manner. I feel like you can get the same idea across in English by saying that you got jinxed. Like, if anyone were to do, like, a localization of someone saying, oh, you're setting a flag, you can just easily doing it like, oh, you're jinxing us. That's just the easy one-to-one translation there, I think. By the way, how's the volume when this music is playing? It's still good? Still very nice and level? Still my voice very audible over the game? Fantastic. I got a brand new mic. Should I add a tag for new mic? That'd be a ridiculous tag to add, but you got 10 tags, why not? Hang on, let me add a tag for new mic. What a ridiculous tag to have. New mic. I'm adding the tag for new mic, because it is true, this is a new microphone. And from what I understand, well, I say what I understand, from what I can hear, just comparing the two, before or after, it's a lot more smooth, you know? Sounds like a lot less... If the older version was low resolution, then this is high resolution, you know? I think that's nice. World 2 has a new layout. Cool. Is this still the same one as before, where it's like night versions of previous levels that I played? This actually might be a night version of an existing level from the original Super Mario Bros. Or something. It kind of seems familiar, actually. I like the use of the Lakitu. It's kind of hard to kill him and take over his cloud, which makes him, you know, more of a danger for the whole level. Lakitus can be hard to use and make properly dangerous, you know? Like, in a lot of cases, if you just, like, book it, a Lakitu will pose you no problem, because they don't drop their spinies fast enough to really be dangerous. But if you don't book it, they can really get out of control with, like, enemies and stuff, so it's sort of a hard thing to balance, using them. I like the new layout, it looks cool. 2-3 is replaced, brand new 2-3. Gotcha, French Bleach. We'll check that out. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, this is where there's like, you use Lakitus to create a rain of fuckers coming in from above but it's low gravity, so you can really avoid them. This is the easy version. There's also a hard version later on, where the guys are falling in regular gravity at top speed. That one was hell. Can't wait to get to that one again, huh? You also got some that are just placed in the air, so they are, you know, as you're running forward, there's constantly a rain of them ahead of you. Rather than just from the guys above. Which would be less scary if that were the case. Also, you can't really fireball these guys since they're immune to fireballs. There we go. That's another level in the thing. Good to not fall there. That would be bad. Let's keep on rolling. Keep on rolling. Here is that new 2-3, right? Or unless the Ghost House is 2-3, actually. Oh, no, this is -1. Famicom version. Cool, cool, cool. I've never actually been to the actual -1 level in the original game. So I'll have to take your word for it. This is actually what it looked like. I know it's a water level, I know that much. I just don't know the layout or nothing. Is that a bonus level? That's right. So long as we book it, I think we'll have no problem from any of the enemies. That's like a good rule of thumb in a lot of platformers. Just like, if you move at full speed, you have nothing to worry about from enemies. You know, they'll be just starting up. They might not have hammers in the air, for instance. And you might be able to get by them before they get too dangerous. Alright, let's see that brand new 2-3 that you mentioned. Brand new 2-3 here. How was y'all's Friday? My Friday was pretty good. I found out today that the company actually gave everyone the day off today. And that's actually pretty nice, you know? I realized, like, oh shit, no work today. I got a few things I was trying to get to done. And, you know, started to stream a little early. Look at that, we beat the guys. Okay. Bit easy, that fight, but it's cool. Somehow, I guess I killed most of them with a POW block, rather than having to hunt around for them. So that was pretty easy-like. Very nice, very nice. There is the castle. Let's go in the castle. Do other thing. I am thinking just like... I like the 7 life challenge a lot, but yeah, I think definitely we should change it so that you have to wait your turn in queue whether or not you're going with the 7 life challenge or like just 1 level from your thing. I think that would be perhaps a little more fair, you know? Always interested in making things a little more fair, you know? While allowing us to do fun things as well. Like when channel points demand it. I don't like making people wait too long for their level to come up. But, you know, sometimes that's just how it rolls. That is another level. Let's go to the next level. World record. Thank you for the follow. Generical Dude 80. I appreciate it. Much obliged. Hello, how you doing? How you doing, Generical Dude? If you have a level, you can go ahead and submit it. But you don't need to have a level if you just want to hang out and chat. Not everyone has levels ready to go at all times. I understand that. Fucking cock! My mushroom. Also, that's totally happened before on this fucking level. Shut the... Okay, cool. I got that mushroom. This level flows nicely. I like it. Look at that. You can do whatever you like, level you like, whatever's cool. Gotcha. Thank you for the code, generic dude. Liked it. Scratching my nose. Up. 2 more levels here. Some of these levels, I remember, in the first version of the Super World, the earlier version, were really fucking hard. So, looking forward to seeing that again. Not sure what's going on here. There are pipes that are all blocked up. We cannot go up. But we can go this way, I guess. Okay. Let's just do that then. Up, yep, that's a pit. That's a pit. That is the 3rd life. Right now, by the way, I'll say, we're doing the 7 life challenge where I have to go through as far as I can on the Super World, only on 7 lives. This is a channel point redemption that Bleach, the French Bleach, has redeemed. And that's what we're doing. There's a secret to the left? That's good to know. I think I am good, though. I think I am good for now. Alright, this is just one of the earlier levels, but in reverse, I think. It's very fun. Look at that, we got through clean. Next level, let's go. World record again. Look at that, lots of world records being set. Hell yeah. Big Yoshi. That is a big man Yoshi right there. That's Big Yoshi. Everyone loves Big Man, the man from Splatoon 3. This level I remember being fucking hard the first time. By the way, I played some of the Super World before, but it got reset after a re-upload and some rework type business. So this is now a fresh Super World. We are starting fresh. We have to make a jump of faith here, leap of faith. 2 leaps of faith. There we go. We had faith and it paid off. I remembered what to do there. From the first time. That first time I went through that level, that jump really scared the fuck out of me. I just was like, can I go? Can I go? Look at that, also world record. We are setting a lot of world records here, folks. Is the one level not here anymore? The really hard one? Maybe it's in a later world now. That would make sense, right? Oh, wait a minute. Are we gonna get rained on? No. This is some sort of just fortress level with rising and falling lava. Nope, that's lava! 3rd life down. We're our 4th life down. We're now down to 3 lives. Gotta have a little patience here. But not a lot of patience. Only a little patience. As much patience as is required of us. Okay. Shit. Yeah. Okay, shit, that is the, another try. We're down to 2 left. Let's truck. Let's truck. Let's truck. Can we get through? Yes, we can. Wait. Okay, yeah, we did. We did. Okay, good, good, good. Run over here. Nothing. Those guys are lava-proof. You can take the red pipe at the start. What is that, a shortcut to, like, near the end of the level? There we go, we got through, cool. 3 worlds down, let's go. And yeah, that shortcut would probably be a shortcut to, like, near the end. Which might have helped. Might have helped. World 3 is down. On to World 4. World 4 looks pretty much the same, like, design-wise. Cool. Need to really get my sleep schedule back on track. Wake up at reasonable times, go to sleep at reasonable times. It's been trouble with... It's been hard to do, though. New world layouts. It's slightly different then. Gotcha. Nice amount of power-ups. Pretty forgiving. This is very much 1-1. A lot of these areas are like right out of original Super Mario Brothers. Like I think you probably even like looked at specific geometry. I'm always not sure if that's the word, geometry. You looked at certain like block setups, right, and replicated it over and over again as themes, which I think is neat. It's neat to recognize like, oh yeah, I've seen that before. That's in 1-1. It's neat to take that parts 1-1 and turn it into motifs that run throughout your whole super world, or you know, through a subset of the levels of the super world, maybe. It's neat. Leaning back. Oh boy. This is the one where enemies rain from you from above. Fuck. Well, they're vulnerable to the, fireballs now, so that's good. Let's see if we can get through. This might be the end of us, though. We're getting pretty far here. Yes! One try, folks. Clean. Clean. Not the end of us at all. What is that emote that you did? Oh, it's Yoshi hammering. From the Mario Smash Brothers 64 commercial. That's very cool. Next level. We're doing damn good here. Damn good. God damn good. By the way, we are technically playing Bleach's Super World again. We need to do a quick. Next time there will be a new Back to the Day for Super Mario Bros. 2. Did you know that the POW upside down is bomb? I didn't know that. And that's what it says, isn't it, when a bomb goes off? Wonder if that was like a space filler, or like not space filler, a space saving thing that they were able to pull off that saved space in what was a limited NES cartridge. Next time we were gonna have a new rule, which is that your Super World Redemption upgrades your submission in the queue. So you still have to wait for your turn to come up, but it will be the 7 life challenge when it does. I've also thought of other rules for this, like maybe it would be best if if you cannot activate it. You cannot activate it once we're in the lightning round. Maybe that would be a reasonable thing to do. This level seems familiar. We already played it earlier in the Super World, right? It's like a harder version of it. Different enemies this time. Different Koopalings, I mean. Continuing on. I like the 7 life challenge a lot. 7 lives is the perfect number. It's sort of a lucky number. What if it was 5 lives? Maybe 7 is a little much. GG's. Hell yeah, thank you, Lord Bowser. Ace Dragon, okay. For the GG's. We gotta commit. We gotta commit. You made most of these levels 2 years ago? Yeah, man, most of my Super World is like a year old. Or like, not most of it, but like a lot of it is like a year old or more. A new world indeed. Right. We got 2 lives remaining. Let's make them count. I keep feeling bad about saying things like, let's make them count. I know people are waiting for me to die. But, I do have to try my best. That is the rule. That is the rule. I gotta try my best here. There we go. My Super World, I started making it, well, I started planning it like years ago. When Super World started being a thing. But I started making it like a year and a half ago. In like, the summer of, 2021. Time flies. By the time I'm done with the Super World, it'll probably be 2023, I think. I was thinking at a certain point when the levels were taking like 2 weeks on average that it might be like later this year. But the last couple have taken a long time. So, I don't think it'll be quite ready by... What do we do here? Ooh, okay, we got free coins using the sun. Okay. Maybe change it to 2 worlds. Yeah, that would be fair. 2 worlds maximum. Maybe 3. That's another thing we could do, like 2 worlds of a Super World. I do think that's a little bit less impactful, but, it does take a while if you're not dying. Lower the price as well. Yeah, that could totally be done. That could totally be done. I'm just gonna try barreling forward without regard to collecting every coin I see, on the assumption that I will mostly be fine. And look at that, I'll mostly be fine. That was a 50. Here's a 10. I need 20 left. 20 more. Well, here's 1. There's 4 more. I'm now flying. I free that and I'm done. There we go. You can do all of them if the queue is empty. That's always true. If the queue is empty, I can do as many levels as possible. Two worlds per redemption would be a fair thing. Yeah, I think that might be a good modifier for the future. Or like one world, maybe, even. I feel like the only thing about that is that, it's, in a lot of cases, it's not going to be that much of a challenge, right? Like, completing a whole super world on 7 lives is going to be a challenge, I think, in just about any case. But, like, a world? Nah, you can do that, like, standing... sleeping. There we go, we have finished the thing. Thank you for the super world. We died on a new level, so that's fun. Thank you, French Bleach. You know what, I'm gonna have to have some new rules for how that works in the future. Just to make it so that we're not spending, like, you know, an hour necessarily on the 7 live challenge. Ahead of people who... I died to a fish, that's true. Yes. It's Rock Party's turn. Rock Party has given me a level. It's probably very, very hard. I think after this level, we're gonna be going to the lightning round. After all, it is pretty late. And it's time just about to start wrapping things up. Oh, look, this isn't a hard level at all. This is a fun level. It involves sliding, of all things. This is actually really useful to what I want to do right now, which is think about a downhill sliding level for my next level. This is very similar to what I'm looking at. Also, this is mostly an auto, isn't it? Semi-auto, maybe. Tell you what, one more of these, and then one more after this level, and we'll go to the lightning round. How does that sound? That's a pretty well scripted, like, mostly auto one is. Neat. That's cool. You still have to jump though, so don't look away. Still have to jump. Imagine if I had died there. That would be quite embarrassing. I'm just looking over to read chat and I fall into a pit. Nah, I clutched that out real good like. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good, mostly auto, semi-auto. It's very flashy and I like it. Good shit. Thanks for putting that in for me, Rock Party. Rock Party doesn't actually make that many levels, so he submits some fun things that he finds online. Which, hey, is an option. If you want to do that, I'm cool with that. You can give me hard stuff, or fun stuff, or whatever. You know? I'm going to put in complete. Complete. And we're going to see the next level. It's Bleach's level. Bleach, we just played like 12 of your levels, Bleach. You know what? It's time for the lightning round right here. I think that is fair, considering that, you know, we already did a bunch of your levels in a row. Let's throw it to the lightning round right now. Here it is, the lightning round. Get ready. Folks, the lightning round. When I only have 5 lives to beat each level, plus 2 extra ones for subs. Let's go ahead and do the first one here. You know what? Let's do this one. No, actually, I want to see this level. Let's go. By the way, tonight I'm going to Not planning on streaming for that much longer. My plan here tonight is to watch whatever Dan Reichert is up to tonight. I did send in a little bit of an amiibo for him. And I'm curious to see, I want to see the reaction of him unboxing it. It is not a custom amiibo. There is a prohibition on those nowadays. You cannot do custom amiibo for Dan Reichert. He has too many of them. Thanks in part to people like me sending in some goofy shit. I sent in, and this is true, what is called MacGruber VHS, which is a VHS cassette with MacGruber packaging, and it is a amiibo. You can fight. He can fight in Smash Brothers, and is MacGruber from the movie, but in Mii Brawler form, and it's quite a dumb idea that everyone loves. Everyone loves VHS, MacGruber VHS. This time it's just a regular old Min-Max, or a regular old Min-Min. Dan didn't have a Min-Min amiibo yet, and now he does. And he's gonna have to name it Min-Min Max after Min-Max, which is turns out to be perfect timing, since he also has to wear a Min-Max shirt, which is, by the way, horrific. If we end up doing a raid on him, you're gonna see some fucked up shit when his shirt comes up. Look forward to that. Let me make sure he's not currently going. Yeah, I'll probably be later in the night. Want to keep an eye on him in case we want to do the raid. They are both placeholders. That level was placeholder? Oh, it was fine. Didn't have a problem with it. Next level. Next level is by Heytobia. Heytobia does not appear to be there. Someone at Heytobia, and I'm gonna go grab a quick drink while we wait and see for a minute. And if Tobia's not here, we're gonna do it in sudden death, as you know. Thank you for the @ That's right, your level is here. MDK FFG. Can you add your own super world back in the list? Yeah, you can continue re-adding it. Yes. I think we are not to the point where we're closing the queue. I think I'll tell you what I would like to do. I would like to get enough Bowser levels in tonight that we can finish it off, or get a world done. I don't know if that's in the cards right now at the rate we're going through these levels, but Tobio is not here yet. Let's keep things moving. Sudden death, 2 tries. We have to get 43 coins. This seems familiar. Didn't I play this level last time? But like different? This is like a new version of that level. New version of this level. I hope it isn't as... Hope we can get through on the first try, haha. You forgot your level code? Damn, man. Dan started the stream? The queue is now closed, y'all. Thank y'all for getting those levels in there. We're gonna finish out what we have in the queue, and then we're gonna end on a bit of a raid. That's the plan here tonight. Let's do it. Let's get through. Monday, I hope, for the next viewer levels will be Monday, of course, as per usual. I hope to see you there, Bowser. I bet we'll finish it off next time, I imagine. Unless we were just like 1 level away. Look at that, a dev star, like a secret star. It's too late. It's too late. We're closing the queue. We're shutting down. We got enough levels. Ah, what the fuck? That star was not good for me, it turned out. That was a very bad star. Oh, jeez. Let's wrap up. Can we get up here, like, without using the snake block, I wonder? Oh yeah, we could spin block off, spin jump off the thing. And then wall jump off the wall. I know, Bleach, you were gonna do that, but I kind of want to wrap up right now, and also, also you did get a lot of levels in there with the Super World challenge. I need to rework that just a bit, make it a little more fast and furious, you know. Where's that star? There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Do that. Go down. Nice. I like that bit where the guy goes under the platform so you can't just hang out on him. That's pretty cool. That's well put together. No! That is second death. And that is it. That is it for sudden death. Thank you for the level. Seems like an interesting evolution of what you had before. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do it in the 2 tries I had. Okay, let's see. Next level. Let's get through these. Good try. It's Ace Dragon's turn. Let's go ahead and get those lives off. Ace Dragon is here. I see that. P D J O T G K 5G. New Horizons, looping music. Okay, cool. Just gonna be music, and it looks like it's not too hard. Looks like it might kill you. Might kill you. So let's see what's the deal with that. You probably won't die here. Fantastic, because we only have 5 lives. Very, very important. Cool. I like this. This is very well themed. Good music, man. Wow. I like the music a lot. You did a good job setting it up. And the tiny bit of level is fun too, you know. It has... Also, I like this bit here where those guys are just forcing you to stay still. Like, that is a very clever way to keep you on the show until the music is done setting up. Very nice job on that. Fantastic. That's another level. Let's see the next one. Complete. Next. I liked it. Next level is Lord Bowser. Lord Bowser. If you're still here, go ahead and say so. We're just gonna... If someone could at Lord Bowser. There you go. It is time for the Super World. That's right. There we go. Lord Bowser has confirmed before I even finish typing it in. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that. That's good. 16,000 even. I'm going to ruin that by playing another level and liking it. I'm going to ruin that for you right now, Lord Bowser. You're building another level right now? That's fantastic. Love to hear it. 5 tries. Let's go. 16,000 points. That's right, 16,000 likes. Or thumbs ups or stars or whatever it is in this game. Likes, it's likes. It's funny how they change from likes to hearts between 1 and 2. You think that they'll continue doing that, like in Mario Maker 3? Will it be like, thumbs up? Oh, I thumbed up your level. Or will they continue on with likes? I wouldn't be surprised. I think it'd be kind of funny if they did. Now you're collecting thumbs up instead of previous thing. This is one of the last levels in the Super World, isn't it? I think this is world 8 now, right? Nope. Okay. Maybe it's... What world is this? What world is this right now that we are in? A boss fight. We already powered up. Let's go. Let's go. This is... Yeah, this is World 8. Yeah, that's what I said. Got him. Easy. Easy. Alright, is that it? Thank you for the level. Quite fun. Let's see the next one. Next one is by... My name is Celestia Ludenberg. Does not appear to be in here. So my name, if you are here, speak up now. I am going to put you into sudden death until such time as I know. Yeah, so this would be the last level, or like the second last level. He just ripped his shirt off. Dang, it sounds like I'm missing some good stuff over on Dan Riker's channel right now. We got 2 levels left, folks, and then I will send y'all over. That is the plan. That is the plan. B, J, R, W. No, that's not W. That's VVF. Mega Man 3, Top Man. Let's go. 2 tries. 2 tries. Get this power up. Fireball. BJR stands for Bowser Jr. Gotcha. So I'm just fucking... Well, eating shit, but fuck it, I got through, right? Yeah, this does have real Mega Man vibes, don't it? Like, yeah, as I'm playing it, very Mega Man right here. Like, this is just straight up extremely Mega Man. He's still got a week left to wear that shirt, Rock Party. He can't be ripping it off just yet. Okay. Oh. Fuck you, Bowser. Oh shit, this takes multiple pows. Fuck you, Bowser. 2 pows. Okay, that's all we need. Cool, cool. That is a mini boss. That is such a fucking... That is such a fucking Mega Man mini boss. Holy shit. He screwed at me? He soared at me. Not sure what that means, but okay. Ice blocks. Keep going, keep going. This has to end with a boss fight against some dude, right? It has to end with a boss fight against Cut. Man. Okay, okay. You gotta jump across this gap. Perfect. We are still on our first life, by the way, which is fantastic. We are doing quite well. Okay, here's the Cut Man, represented by a what's his face with a bunch of these guys, Buzzbees. One more hit on Boom Boom, and he's dead. One more hit on us, and we're dead. There we go. Cutman's dead. There we go. Thank you for the level. We got one more left. Hitting complete right now. Go ahead and do the next level. The final level of tonight, which is by Generical Dude. Fortunately, is not here right now, apparently. Until such time as we know he is here, I'm going to put him into sudden death as well. Now let's go ahead and clear this out. Let's do it in 1. H7 0 N S F. Maker code. Let's pick out a good one. Traditional style level. That sounds good. Let's do it. GG from Lord Bowser. Thank you, Lord Bowser. There's a mushroom for us. Again, sudden death here means we only get 2 tries, so let's try not to waste them. So I am in a hurry, but you know. Still, I owe it to y'all to give it my best try. That is, how I do things. He's starting pretty early tonight. He usually starts around 8. Like a half hour from now. There we go. That was a nice, easy level. Thank you for the level, Generic Dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to put that as complete. And folks, that is going to be it for tonight. I'm going to send you over to Dan Reichert. I'm going to do that right now. Folk, sending you over to Dan Reichert. He's a cool dude. You like him. He is wearing a ridiculous shirt. And should be a fun night over there. I will see you again. Let me pull up the streaming schedule. Not that way. It's this one. I will see y'all on Monday for more Mario Maker viewer levels. And then also TTYD. And Thursday will be the next time after that. And then Friday again, as usual. That's the schedule. That's the next time I will see you. Folks, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the levels. I will see you then. Bye, folks.